Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome. My name is Jody Watkins, and I am the founder of To Be Epic Fitness and Nutrition LLC, and also founded Breaking Barriers Inc. back in August of 2020. While Breaking Barriers Inc. has a long way to go, and so does To Be Epic, I definitely did not want to wait any longer to start this entity and at least continue to have the vision. Part of the vision includes, actually, most of the vision includes mental health, whether it's really anybody, right? Parents, children, no matter what, this has to come first in everything that we do. So today at church, our pastor talked about commitment, and it really hit me because he related that to, going to the gym or basically our health, right? So when I talk to people a lot, it's usually most people want to quit before they get started. And that saddens me a lot, but I've had to kind of let people go because of that. I can't force anybody to get there. But I think about my journey with God as well and how he never quit on me, right? He waited 30 years, you know? And I say to myself, like, wow, if he can wait on me that long, I can wait on people as well. So I always tell people, even though this time might not be right for you, I'm still going to be here when you're ready. Okay, I don't plan on going anywhere. So one of the things that I've really been trying to do more of is just sharing my story, sharing value, giving value to others in a way that I never imagined being able to. And one of the ways that I did that today was I'm in a Facebook group. I'm actually in a few Facebook groups, mental health Facebook groups. Because a lot of people don't realize that I had to go through a lot of different things on my own as well. I really struggled with not even knowing that I still had so much trauma that I had not uncovered in my life. And it wasn't until just a couple years ago where all those things since the age of 4 really started kind of unraveling. And it got to the point to where I really just had nothing left, to where I dropped to my knees one day and I just said, Lord, if you're there, please take over. I can't do this anymore on my own. And that's exactly what I say. I tell this to people all the time when I talk to them. I'm very open and honest about this story because I feel like if I'm there, if I'm able to relay that to others, they'll understand that sometimes when I speak to people, it is in no way, shape, or form out of judgment. It is because I don't want to see them go the same road that I went, especially when I talk to kids. And my daughter, especially when I talk to her, just allowing her to understand that the things that I tell her are not meant for her to feel like, she's inadequate or anything of that matter, but to allow her to understand that, hey, this is where your mom came from, and these were things that she had to battle, and you saw the other end of it. And if I can help you not get there, not have to go through that, then that's what it's all for. So when I talk to kids or even adults, that's exactly what I share. So I wanted to share a post that I made today. I'm not really sure how it's going to be taken, and honestly, I just pray that it at least helps one person, because I always say all I need is one. Okay. So when it comes to the mindset emails that I do on Mondays, I really want to hone into the mental health aspect of things. Now, I want to go ahead and throw this disclaimer out there. I am not a licensed therapist. Okay. I am someone who endured a lot of trauma in life and did not even realize it up until the point to where I was going to give up on life, okay? And I know there's a lot of people out there who are also there or are almost there. I went through therapy and it did not work because I had someone who was not relatable. She did not understand some of the things that I had encountered in life, and she did not understand how to help me get past them. So I can't work with someone like that. So what I realized was I had imposter syndrome, and we talked about that at church today as well. Imposter syndrome is where you don't feel like you are in a position to be able to offer value to others in a way that you're doing it. For me, a lot of it was, well, I'm not a celebrity personal trainer, or I'm not a licensed nutritionist, or I'm not a licensed therapist. But guess what? It's okay. Because everything that I've experienced in my life is now leading me to who I am today. And I don't need any of those titles to be able to support and encourage others. So that's what I'm doing now. So I'm going to read this post that I wrote. Like I said, I'm not sure how it's going to be taken. And I pray that it just helps someone somewhere. So when I send out the email that goes along with the Monday mindset, I really pray that you're able to receive this as well. Okay. So this post that was written originally, it says, "Hey everyone, I am going through trauma therapy for PTSD. How do you identify one specific area to work on? It says my whole life has been chaos, but I'm supposed to identify what I'm struggling with the most. I just don't want to waste thousands of dollars and realize I still have every symptom because I was focusing on the wrong thing. Now, I have been there where I wasted thousands of dollars on business coaching. The problem was this right here was not where it needed to be. So it didn't matter how much money I spent or invested, I wasn't going to get anywhere because I wasn't focusing on the right things. This is why I've literally turned To Be Epic into something different, and why I felt so compelled to start Breaking Barriers Inc. Because sometimes we focus so much on the external parts of things that we don't think about what's going on internally. I wanted to be one of the people in the world who allow people to come and focus on the things that are going on internally, so that everything externally can come to pass as it should, and people can actually live a longer, healthier life. Okay. So when I responded to this post, I decided, actually, I didn't decide. I'm just going to take that out. I did not decide. What I do these days is I pray and I ask God to give me the words. And so that's what he did. This was my response. I said, my trauma therapy was done through coaching others. It really was. It may sound weird, but what I learned is that it was easier for me to learn what to focus on when I truly helped others learn about themselves. That was so true. I didn't know what to uncover. There was so much trauma, so many experiences that I had just not come to terms with. I didn't know which one to actually look at. But when I was coaching others and seeing their needs, I started realizing what I needed to do. So that's what helped me. I put in here, I said, for me, my trauma began as far back as the age of 4. It's so true. That was when my mom married the man that came to abuse her later on. My dad had left at the age of 3. And at the age of 4, I was just a kid who was in a relationship based with my mom that I had no idea what was going to happen later. Okay. So at that age, I was already being introduced to things that I really didn't understand. Okay. There was some other things involved, but through respect of my mom, I'm not going to go into detail in this video. My mom has passed away. She passed away in 2009. Nevertheless, I still have a lot of respect for her. So there's things that I remember from an early age, but since I don't know the complete details, I choose not to say them right at this time, okay? I put in here, I am now almost 43. I'm almost 43. I said a couple years ago, after trying therapy and other things that didn't work, so true, I dropped to my knees and asked the Lord to take over. I literally had nothing left. That journey led me to where I am today. I used to think I couldn't help people because I wasn't a therapist. What I realized is that I don't need to have a title to help others. You are limitless. So this is what I was telling her, and this is what I'm telling you. You're limitless. These traumas make us who we are, and now I realize, and I've had others tell me, they make me more relatable. I am not able to relate well with people who aren't willing to be helped. That is true. I am only able to help those who hit rock bottom and truly want the help. They have to be where I was. I don't have to be a therapist, and I don't have to give meds. This is where my passion really sparked. As a lady, you have something in you can use to save lives. Start there. Start by learning who you are. Learn to let go. Learn to forgive. Realize that you are indeed worthy of all great things, and no one can take that away from you. I said, I'm only speaking from the heart and out of what I had to do. It was that or giving up on life. I couldn't do that to my family, and especially to my daughter. I was exhausted from trying to fit in. Now I don't try to fit in. I am who I am. Some people like me, some don't. I am now helping women and children overcome their own traumas, and there is nothing I am doing that someone like you can't do. And I said, take the first step. Love yourself, serve others, the rest will fall into place. I said in here, I pray this message is received in the way I intended it to be. I hope every woman in this group who is suffering receives this message and knows they are worthy of so much more. The mission is bigger. It is up to us to give hope to those who have none. As we share our stories, we encourage and inspire others to begin their journeys. I said, love you, lady. God bless, and no matter what, don't give up. Now, I don't know her. I don't know if I'll ever hear from her. What I do know is I feel good knowing that I shared that with her. I don't know what's going to come from it. I pray that it gives her a sense of peace, knowing that she's not the only one. And that's really all that matters at this point. You know, in church today, we talked about community and how important it is to have others around us who can encourage and support us. And I am realizing more and more that that is what God wants me to be able to do with others. He has placed me in this position to be a supporter and to be an encourager and to be able to inspire anyone out there who may be in a position where they want to give up, just to take another step, just one more, because that one more step can be the game changer for their entire life. So on this Monday and beyond, I pray that you will want to take that next step, no matter what it is in your life that you're trying to change. Because guess what, you guys? It doesn't matter what the journey is. The steps are going to be similar, okay? All the tools are going to be similar. The details might be a little bit different, but the tools that are given in a way that can be used in any area of your life, whether it's life, business, health. It doesn't matter what it is. Spirituality, right? I literally had to use my own coaching on myself when I began my spiritual journey with God. How could I build a better relationship with something that I could not see if I was not willing to put forth some time and some effort into it? Not only that, but how would it happen if I gave up before I started? Our pastor today said the same thing. How can you expect results when you give up before you begin? These things don't happen fast. You're not going to get results by doing something for a month. You get results by doing things over and over. Things that serve you, though, right? Not just random things, but things that actually serve you. Things that are making you a better person inside and out. Those are the things that you want to be doing every single day, day in and day out, putting effort into places that you know need to change. Being around people who will support and encourage you, not people who want to pull you back. Because guess what? When we're around those people who will they want to see us suffer, we are going to suffer. Because we allow them to get into our heads, whether we like it or not. And I've been there. I've been there. When you are doing something good for yourself, there are people out there who don't want you doing good for yourself. They want to pull you back. They want to make you miserable. They want to be mad at you because they're not where you are. And that's okay. We have to simply just be able to let them go. We can still love them. We can still be kind. We can still have a heart for them. And we can still be here for them whenever they're ready to actually show up. But if they're pulling you back, friends, I encourage you to let them go. This is your mindset Sunday/Monday, because it's going to go out into the email on Monday. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. Everything else will fall into place. Stay blessed.